already, yeah.
We were halfway through our first trip of Marco Polo Family Ties and fell in love with Korcula.
We are in Korcula. This is the heart of Korcula, and we're staying about 10 steps away from the St. Mark Cathedral. Halfway through our journey, every 15 minutes the bells chime, and it's such a beautiful feeling. It's like home. We're staying in this wonderful little apartment in the old town, about let's say about 10 steps away from the cathedral and from his house, from where Marco Polo used to live.
The house is connected to the church. The church is the oldest building in Korcula in the old city quarter. It's circa about 1,000, and so it would already have been about 250 years old when Marco Polo was born. Mm-hmm. Marco would have been running up and down these streets.
Yeah.
You know, just like we're walking up and down these streets right now. We're not running, maybe, but you know.
No, we're not running.
We're not running.
You look tired.
Yeah, we're walking a lot. Feeding the stray cats.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to find more.
So where are we gonna go?
Marco Polo Hotel for a Marco Polo cocktail.
So here we are. We're having some beer at the Marco Polo Hotel.
All right, that's gonna cheer you up.
Oh yeah, of course, the cocktail.
Full of energy.
Of course, the cocktail always cheers up.
Meeting relatives was so bizarre because we haven't been in contact with them for like over 40 years, right? So I did a little bit of Skype, a little bit of email, but then to see them was like, wow, you know, all the memories. And it's hard because you can't really connect with them because a whole lifetime has gone by.
Yeah, we were children, and now I'm about to meet my cousins who are senior citizens, and their children have had children.
One of the highlights of meeting the relatives was hearing about the stuff that they've done in their lives, what inspires them, you know, what motivates them, just, you know, what are their beliefs, because things have changed.
The amount that they can drink. I thought I was good.
Surprised news, the amount of food. And we're not talking about that skinny little, you know, fat-free stuff.
No.
We're talking full on, you know, fat.
100%. Yeah. What was it like connecting with our friends?
It was eerie. It was eerie because I was standing in one corner and she goes, "Don't you remember her? You went to grade 1 with her." I'm like, yeah, I'm meeting a stranger, and supposedly this stranger I went to grade 1 with. I couldn't see the little girl in here until I started to talk to her. Once I started to talk to her, then it started coming back.
That little girl is now a middle-aged woman.
Yeah.
Mentally, maybe we're 18, right?
Mentally, we're like 21.
It's called arrested development.
Yeah, that's what I love Slovenia. This is where you were born. It's like coming home. Of course, there's stuff that we haven't seen that's new to us. That was almost through the eyes of the tourist. But even though it was through the eyes of the tourist, I had the connection there because that was my homeland.
Right. So I think you were more connected
than
I was.
I was much more connected because I was older. You were much younger, yeah.
I was 6 years old, so for me, a lot of Slovenia was through the eyes of a tourist with that kind of wonder, the fact that this was my country and that I was from this place. But, you know, the greenness of the country, the hills, that really surprised me.
It's beautiful. Mm-hmm. Slovenia is beautiful.
The guys are pretty good looking too, actually.
Yeah.
We grew up listening to our father tell us the stories, and there would be no reason to doubt.
We're both looking for something, for some of our roots. So we decided it's going to be our journey. It's going to be our way of retracing our roots and Marco Polo's roots and see how they intertwine.
Time for us to look back and say, where do we come from? If you want to know yourself, you need to know 1,000 years of your history. This is life-changing. For one thing, I've connected with people that are half around the world that I can now put faces and names to them.
Chin
I had no idea that I was such a, that all of us actually on this planet are this incredible mix of nationalities and ethnic groups. I'm going to understand more of who I am and who other people are as well.
We're all part of this huge mix. We're all part of the same world, but the little places where we come from. and how we connect to the greater whole. That's what gives us meaning.
Yeah, I like that. It's the connections.
The connection.
It's the family connections.
Yeah, that's what Marco Polo Family Ties is all about. About 10 steps away from the
Right
St.
there.
Marco Cathedral.
St. Marcus.
St. Marco.
It's St. Marcus.
It's Marco.